Hi again, this is Jennifer with Creative Cricut Designs.blogspot.com, and today I'm working on the Cricut Cardz Challenge number 64, which is in honor of Dr. Seuss's birthday and National Read Across America Week. We are to make a bookmark in any color using any cartridge. So the cartridge that I chose is the Mickey and Friends, and I'm using the bookmark off of there, which says read, and let me see, it's on page 115, which is this one right here. It says read, and I'm also using the Mickey head that I welded it to the top of my bookmark, which is on page 108. He's right here top, and I just welded it on my Gypsy. And first what I did is I chose my sizes for my bookmark, which I did it at, the bookmark is 7.94 width and 3.24 in height, and then this layer goes on top of this so that you'll be able to read through it. And then what I did is I welded the Mickey on top of the bookmark, so it cut it all out as one. And then I cut his face and hand layers at 3.47 inches for height, because his head is actually 2.83 in width and 3.7, or excuse me, his Mickey head is cut at 2.83 in width and 3.47 in height. So when you cut the layers, I did them at 3.47 in height, and they fit perfectly on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to attach this layer and this layer together, and then they'll go on here as one. And the paper that I used is from EK Success, and it's the Disney Mickey paper pad. It looks like this. And then these are the papers inside of it. And I just chose one of the patterns from there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and adhere our pattern paper to the yellow, and we're just going to use the ATG gun to adhere that, and I'm going to run out. So then I'll go to my backup, which is going to be my mono adhesive, which works probably just the same. And I'm just going around the outside of my bookmark. And then we're going to go ahead and layer it on top of each other. Like so. And then this one will go on top of this one. And I'm not going to do any pop dotting of this, because once I have it completed, I'm going to laminate it with my Your Story laminator and binder. So, and I don't want it to be too thick, and I don't want it to have air bubbles. I've never used my Your Story. I do have the bigger one, but I thought this would be a perfect project to do it with. And I know that my bookmark is a little bit big, but I'm going to let my daughter use it, and she's 4, so all her books are pretty big, so I think it will work really well for her. So I'm just lining up my edges, like so. So here's the completed bookmark, and then I'm going to go ahead and get my Your Story hooked up, and we're going to go ahead and laminate it. Okay, we're at my Your Story right now, and I read the directions and I turned it on and I touched the laminate button. This one was red, and it said it takes about 5 minutes to heat up, and now it's turned green. I have my bookmark in my laminated sheet, which came with my Your Story, and I'm going to go ahead and press it in and let it grab it and pull it through. And it says to let it go through to the other end. And then once we're done, I will trim off, leaving about a 1/4 inch of a border around the bookmark, per the directions in my Your Story manual. So once it's done laminating, we'll get back together again. Okay, it's completed the lamination process, and if you'll notice, when I put it in the laminate sheet, it has kind of this opaque looking plastic, and then when it's done, it's completely clear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead with my scissors and trim around the bookmark. Okay, so here's the finished project. It's all, I went around the edges with my scissors and cut it. I don't know how well you can see it. Maybe a little bit more than 1/8 inch around. But you can see where it's sealed once it's completed. You probably can't see it very well in the video. I'll try to get a close-up of it so that you can see it better. But this is the finished project that I made. It's a bookmarker from the Mickey and Friends Cricut cartridge, and this is for challenge number 64. So I thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.